Okay, this tutorial will be on the division of fractions. If you have not gone over the math packet, you can see in each of the preparation lessons that I do that I've attached the math packet below that you can download, you can print it, you can work with it, and it starts all the way back at addition and goes all the way through addition, subtraction, multiplication, decimals, decimal practice, fractions, and right now we're working on doing division of fractions. I just recorded a previous video for multiplication, so even if you don't need any help with any of those other math areas, go ahead and make sure you review the multiplication video before reviewing division, just so you can remember the rules. So on the division rules, there is no common denominator needed, which means we don't have to change the fractions to get to the common denominator, which is really nice. We can just use the fractions as they are for the division. If you have a mixed fraction, you need to change it to an improper fraction. We don't have this in the example today, but there will be a little video on how to change the fraction from a mixed fraction to an improper fraction, but they must be in the improper fraction form in order to complete the math steps. Now, here's the tricky part. You have to flip the second fraction so that it is reversed. And this is where I'm going to go ahead and circle that. Sorry, my pen is kind of funky on my pad, but at least we'll get it. So you want to flip the second fraction so that it's reversed. This is the most common step that I see the students forget when they're doing the full dosage calculation, because as they're working it out, they're trying to go too quickly and they forget the rule. And if it's not flipped, of course, it will be incorrect. And with dosage calculation, we cannot be incorrect because that is the safety of our patient, and it could be a life or death situation if we calculate a dosage incorrectly and then administer the patient. So make sure you remember with division that you need to flip the second fraction so that it is reversed, and then you multiply the numerator straight across just like in our multiplication, then you multiply the denominator straight across just like multiplication, and then we reduce to the lowest terms. So that means that they've done this work for us, right? Because it was 1/3 and now they've flipped it to 3/1. So if we come down here, we have 3/4 multiplied by 3/1. If we do 3 times 3, we get 9. If we have 4 times 1, we get 4. So then that gives us 9/4. 4 can go into 9, so we need to reduce to the lowest term. So we need to take the 4 into 9, which we know it goes 2 times. And then there's 1 left over. So let me just go over here. If we did 4 into 9, we would get 2. And 2 times 4. Again, my pen is being funky. I'm sorry. That leaves you 1. So you have a remainder of 1. So that would be 2 and 1/4, because it goes in 2 times with your remainder here of 1, and it's 1/4. So you have 2 and 1/4. Oops. So you have 2 and 1/4. Okay, and that matches this right here. So do you see how it's really important that you remember to flip from 1/3, where we were here? When we write equals, we want to write the whole problem over again so we don't get lost. So then we know we want to go 3/4, and we want to multiply now by 3/1 because we flipped it. So I'm going to write multiply there so you remember that as well. So basically, it's the same as multiplication. We just need to make sure that we don't forget the step, which is to flip the second fraction so that it is reversed. And I had circled that. Now I'm going to write a little star next to it there. Okay, so remember to flip the second fraction so that it is reversed. If you're going through and doing the math packet, this is so helpful, even if you know all of your math, just to refresh your memory, because once you get into dosage calculations, there's multiple steps that you have to do each time. And so you want to make sure that you really know your rules. So hopefully this was helpful in just refreshing you and remembering about flipping the second fraction. And I hope you have a great evening, and we'll see you online. I will put some practice problems up and you will see them in the handout. So look down here. If you haven't downloaded the dosage calculation handout, go ahead and download it, because it has those practice problems and it also has the answer sheets. You'll see the math answers start on page 18 for you. If you need any additional assistance or want more detailed videos, please reach out to me and let me know, as well as I have given a resource in the Colfax Math, has a wonderful tutorial channel on everything math, and that's another great place to go explore. I hope you have a beautiful day, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.